I want to talk about why high earners, people making 100K, 200K, 300K, sometimes feel broke or feel like they're struggling financially. And I think this feels absurd to people on the outside, but there is actually psychological and social reasons for why this is. The first thing, and probably like the biggest thing, is lifestyle inflation. So as you earn more, your baseline for what is normal will shift. That $4,000 apartment might stop feeling like a luxury to you and just becomes where you live. Your brain adapts as your spending kind of increases, and it's very hard to kind of go back. There's also the comparison game. High earners tend to live in expensive cities. They tend to socialize with other high earners. So your reference group is people that are making a lot of money. And so you're constantly benchmarking yourself against these people. So maybe you make 200K, but your colleague just bought this like multi-million dollar house. Like that's what you're comparing yourself to. And that peer group becomes your reference point, not necessarily the national median. There's also this thing where your spending becomes part of your identity. And I always say that your money is very wrapped up in your sense of self. And the same goes for how you feel like you belong in society. So you feel like, okay, because I make this amount, I'm considered a high earner. I need to send my kids to the nice school. I need to have the nice house. I need to have these specific clothes. You know, it feels like you have to spend to reinforce this identity you have for yourself. On top of this, a lot of high earners have sort of internalized this idea that they should be living a certain way given their income. There's almost like a moral obligation to enjoy your success, which can create guilt around like cutting back or not spending. And the kicker to all of this is that modern consumer culture has gone really good at creating this like endless categories of necessary spending, like subscription services, wellness culture, optimizing everything. There's always going to be another thing that feels essential once you're aware it exists. So a lot of these earners will end up in this trap that they're higher income, but it just unlocks a more expensive peer group lifestyle and they just don't feel like they're getting ahead.